Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Tay. I have a really nice hip opener and back opener sequence for you. So if you do a lot of sitting, this might feel really good for you, and hopefully you can take a few things away and practice this on your own, maybe right in the morning or before bed or a little midday stretch. So let's go ahead and start a nice seated position. And with me today, I do have my 2 yoga blocks, and I have a strap, but you can always use a towel just rolled up long ways. Or if you don't have any of that or don't feel like using any of that, you don't need it. All right, let's go ahead and get started in a nice seated position. You can cross at the ankles if you'd like, or just sit comfortably. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, hands just resting on the thighs. Just find your breath. Natural rhythm. Maybe you are just doing a lot of moving around, so maybe your heart rate is a little bit elevated. Just try to calm that down. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Shoulders sinking down to the ground every time you let your breath out. As you inhale, notice how your ribs expand out, your chest lifts up and out. As you exhale, everything draws down into your mat. Keeping ourselves grounded. Start to find a good rhythm with your inhale and exhales. Maybe you need to count, maybe 4 or 5 seconds in, and a little bit longer on your breath out. Calming our nervous system, finding that stillness, and giving ourselves permission to be still. I know that can be hard to do. That's a task in itself. So we're building mental strength too. On your next inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, stretching it out. Big exhale, hands come together at your heart. One more time, sweep it up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. And so we're going to flutter the eyes open if they were closed. Hands are going to come back behind you, so I will turn to face the same way you are. Hands are going to come back behind you, fingers going towards your body. Feet are planted on the mat, and just send the knees to the right side. So we're just starting to move here, not really doing a whole lot. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale as they go to the left. Just notice how your hips are feeling right now, maybe in your glutes too. So just keep moving side to side. Take one more dip to the left. Come back to center. And just take a nice butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hands can stay back supporting you. And just let those knees fall open. As we're here in this butterfly, just let your knees naturally fall apart. towards the ground. Keeping our breath slow and steady. Maybe thinking about what is feeling stiff in your body right now, what it needs, and where you can take it. Where you can take your body, what limits does it have today? And by using our breath through our practice, as we stretch and move, our breath kind of helps us relax a little bit in the body and in those little nooks and crannies that feel kind of stiff. And as we relax a little bit more, as we bring our awareness to our breath and to that one spot, amazing things can happen, amazing releases. So just let it happen. See where you go. That's the beauty of yoga. All right, go ahead and bring the feet back, planted on the ground, knees come in. We're going to extend our left leg long and just gently hug your right knee in. This might already feel like enough. And go ahead and circle the right ankle out. You can scrunch the toes, just circling it out. Then we're going to bring our right foot across the left leg, planting it down on the ground. And then with our left arm, we're going to inhale, reach it up and stretch. On the exhale, we're going to grab hold of our knee with our arm, kind of like a little hug. Inhale our right arm up to the sky. And exhale, reach it back. Little twist here. If the foot over your left leg feels like kind of a lot, you can always just keep your right foot planted on the inside of your left thigh and just hug and twist there. Inhale to grow tall in your spine. Exhale to twist. One more breath here. Exhale, let it go and stay. And then we will come back to center and just switch our legs. Right leg comes long, left knee hugs in. Again, scrunch and unscrunch the toes. You can circle out the ankle, just finding some movement in all parts of our body. And then you can always keep your foot planted, or if you'd like to step it across your leg. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, hug your left knee. Inhale, sweep our left arm up. And exhale, take it back behind you. Go easy with these first twists of your day, if that's where you are. So just take it nice and slow. We don't want to force the twist. So if you're feeling some resistance in your body, listen to it and maybe tone it down a little bit. Take one more full round of breath. And we'll come back to center. We'll come on to all fours. Come onto your hands and knees. Nice tabletop position. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We're just going to sit back on our heels. And we're going to circle our wrists. Just circling them out, going one direction and the other. And then we're going to clasp the hands together and just bring one hand down and the other hand down. So side to side. Give them a little shake, shake, shake. And now we'll come on to our hands and knees. Inhale, dip the belly low, point the tailbone high, push the mat away, gazing up, or you can close your eyes. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone under, pull your navel up into the spine, tuck chin to chest. A few more times, these cat and cows. Inhale, dip the belly low. Exhale, round your spine. Again, move with your breath. As slowly as you want to breathe, just keeping it the same pace. Wherever you are, we'll come back into tabletop. We're going to walk the hands forward so our arms are straight now. On your inhale, shift the hips forwards. Then exhale, count clockwise, going clockwise first. Moving those hips in a slow circle. So really see how big you can make your circle. Dipping all the way down, almost like a child's pose. Coming over to the left and up. And then we'll take it counterclockwise this time. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and over to the top. Finding some motion in the hips. One more big circle. So now we went in a big circle. We're coming back to tabletop. Making sure those hands are under the shoulders. Then we're going to extend our right leg out to the side. You can kickstand those left toes. Take a breath in. Just take some hip rocks. Back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it back. This might feel really nice in our inner right thigh. One more time. Exhale, slowly take it back. Inhale, come up. Bring our right knee back in and we'll just take it straight to the other side. So you can kickstand those right toes. Left leg comes all the way out, grounded into our foot. Breathe in here. Exhale, dip the hips back. So take this at your own pace, couple rounds. And I will call you back when we're ready to move along. Take one more. We'll meet back in that tabletop position. We're going to rock those hips side to side. So shift the weight into your left knee over to the right. Then we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So tuck both toes. Inhale, lift those hips up to the sky. Exhale, send them back. Draw the heels down to the mat. Push your hands away, like you're trying to push that mat out under your feet. Drawing the torso closer to the thighs. Let's start to walk your dog. One heel down at a time. Stretching into those calves and also the toes. And find some stillness in your down dog. It's okay to bend the knees here. It's not about how straight you can get your legs. It's about feeling your shoulder blades pinching together, drawing down. Head is nice and relaxed. Tailbone is pointed high to the sky. Go ahead and inhale, gaze to the top of your mat.
Gently tiptoe the feet to meet right behind the hands. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Generously bend in those knees and fold forwards over the thighs, grabbing opposite elbows. Release the head. Shake it no. Shake it yes. Then just rock side to side. Again, shifting that weight into your left foot, over to the right. Just find your flow here. Bring the hands down to the mat. Shimmy your feet about hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back, reaching your tailbone back behind you like a nice long line. Exhale, fold forwards. Then bend the knees a little bit here. Inhale, ripple all the way up to stand, chin to chest, so your head is the last to come up. And exhale, shoulders down and away from your ears. Notice all four corners of your feet into your mat. Nice stable base. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale them to your heart. We're going to clasp all the fingers except your index and your thumb. Inhale, shoot them up to the sky. And then exhale, shift weight into your right foot as you reach over to the left. I'll face you guys. So we're doing a nice crescent moon, side body stretch into your right ribs. Bring your awareness down to your feet, all four corners connected. Inhale to come up to center. And we'll exhale over to the right side. So again, it's not about how far you can go over. We just want to feel that nice stretch in our side. So if you feel this kind of pinching into your back and your low back, just come up a little bit. It's okay. Yoga is not a competition. Inhale, come up to center. Unclasp the hands as you exhale. Cactus the arms. Bend at the elbows and draw your elbows towards the back, pinching your shoulder blades together. One more time. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach tall, maybe coming up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, fold forwards. Release the forehead down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, find your blocks underneath your hands. Blocks or books, whichever you prefer, or none at all. We're going to frame your right foot with those blocks. Bend a little bit into your right knee as you step the left foot back and bring your left knee down to the mat. Nice low lunge here with a little bit of support under the hands. And if this feels kind of not right with your right foot as it is, you can always bring those blocks or your hands inside of the right foot, just widening your stance a little bit. Breathe into this low lunge, opening up our left hip flexor, front of the thigh. We're going to take some movement now. So you can keep the left toes tucked. Inhale here, reach your heart forwards. Exhale as you hinge your hips back. Straighten your right leg with a slight bend in the knee and point your right toes up to the sky. With our breath, inhale to low lunge. Exhale, shift those hips back. So we're also getting a nice hamstring stretch behind our right leg. 2 more times here. Flow through it. Inhale. low lunge. Exhale, take it back, half split. Last one, inhale. And exhale, hips come back. Inhale to low lunge. And just take a gentle twist. Keep our left hand where it is. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. If it feels like too much, straightening your right arm up, you can just bring your hand on your low back. Maybe trickle your gaze over your right shoulder. One more breath here. Exhale, frame your right foot. Blocks can come off to the side. Tuck into that left toe. Lift your left knee up and step back to a plank. Option to take it down to your knees. We're here in this plank for one full round of breath. In through the nose, keep it steady. Out the mouth. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Paddle out the heels. Just noticing how your body feels now after it's been moving a little bit. Then inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. We're going to step the left foot in between the hands. You can find those blocks again. Left knee is bent. Right knee drops down to the mat. You can keep the right toes tucked if that feels good for you. And just take a few breaths here, adjusting as necessary. One side is not always the same as the other, and that's completely normal for everybody. And every body is different and unique. So just find what works for you. Take one more breath in through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back. Straighten the left leg, slight bend in the knee. Toes point up to the sky. Inhale, low lunge. 3 more rounds here. With your breath, your pace, I will call you back when we're ready to move along. If you want a little challenge in this last round, or last 2, try hovering the hands or reaching them up to the sky. When you exhale those hips back, fly the arms back. If you're with me, take that one more time. Inhale the arms up to the sky, low lunge. Exhale, fly them back with your hips. And we'll all take a big breath in, meeting in that low lunge. Right hand grounds down, block or mat. Gentle twist, opening up. Reach our left arm up to the sky or bring your hand to your low back. Trickle our gaze over towards your left shoulder. Breath is nice and steady. Keeping the peace in the body. Slowly come back to center. Blocks can come off to the side. Come into your plank pose. Step the left leg to meet the right. Stay here for a full round of breath. Draw those heels back. Navel tucking up into the spine. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Paddle out the heels. Then we're going to come up onto the toes. Inhale our right leg back behind us, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and drop your left knee down. So we're coming into a lizard lunge now, so it's a bit wider
of a base. Bring the blocks inside of your foot. So our right foot is all the way to the outer edge of your mat. And then we're going to pivot our right toes open about 45 degrees and just notice that change already. So we can try that again. Bring your right toes forwards. Notice how this feels. Then just that gentle pivot open, those hips can sink down a little bit lower. And now you're feeling it in our upper inner thigh of our right leg. If you would like a little bit more, just gently guide your right knee open with your left hand, or with your right hand. That'd be kind of hard if you used your left hand here. Inhale and exhale, gently push that knee open. Then we'll come back to center. Tuck your left toes and just sweep your right foot back to meet the left. Take a nice child's pose. Big toes come together, blocks off to the side, knees apart, sink those hips down. Feels good on your left hip after it was being held open for so long. Just kind of shimmy side to side, still finding some movement in the body rather than staying completely still. We're not here for long, so start to walk yourself back up. And we'll find downward facing dog from here. Whenever you're ready, come up onto our toes. Inhale, left leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale as you step it on the outside of your left hand, outer edge of the mat, finding your lizard lunge. Again, take a moment to adjust. We're not in any kind of hurry. Then we'll find that opening sensation here as we move our toes. So notice how you feel here with our toes pointed forwards. And then just open them up 45 degrees. Exhale as those hips sink a little bit lower to your mat. Do that one more time. Toes come back, pointing forwards. And exhale, open them up. Just let those hips sink to where they want to stay. If you want to take this a little deeper, just bring your left hand now towards your left knee and gently push it open. One more breath. Exhale, take it back to center. And we'll take that child's pose one more time. Blocks come off to the side. Left foot sweeps back to meet the right. Maybe our knees come in this time. Feet together. Exhale, sink the hips down. And take those rocks side to side with the hips. There's no right or wrong way of doing things. There are ways of doing things so you don't injure yourself, but it's up to how it feels in your body is where we say there's no right or wrong in yoga. So we have alignment. You want to make sure that you have the correct alignment so not to cause any injuries, but if it feels kind of weird in your body, there's adjustments that we can make to cater to you and how your body is that day. And that is the beauty of it all. Slowly come up. Just roll your shoulders. Roll out the neck. Circles one direction and the other. Releasing any tension you're holding on to there. Then we're going to take those hip circles, the clockwise and counterclockwise that we saw at the beginning of class. So just kind of releasing all that tension that we just held as we opened the hip flexors. So tabletop position, walk the hands forwards, arms are straight. Inhale the hips forwards and exhale clockwise. Slowly as you want to go. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Really exaggerate this movement. Kind of like you're coming into cat and cow as you draw these big circles with the hips. And we'll come back into tabletop, hands back under the shoulders. And then from here, this is going to be kind of, might be a little intense of a pose, but it feels amazing. So we're going to take it where you are on your mat and in your body. So our knees are going to stay how they are, but we're going to open the feet. So let's go ahead and bring the knees wider here. So open the feet out to the side. So my big toes are kind of only touching. Some people's whole side of the foot can touch the floor, but right now I just have my big toes touching. So you can always widen the knees a little bit more if you need to. And all we're going to do is come down onto your forearms. So I need my knees a little bit wider. I'm going to go towards you so you can kind of see my positioning a little bit better. So I'm going to just open my knees really wide. Feet are open, nice and flexed. I'm going to come down onto the forearms. And we're going to feel a nice stretch as we sink the hips down and back. So it's just a really wide position here with our legs. So kind of like frogs. And we're just going to hold it here for a few breaths. You can always come up onto the hands if it feels too intense for you on the forearms. You can always bring the knees in a little bit closer. And another option, you can tuck the feet and sink the hips down for a wide child's pose. But with our feet open, that just brings a little more intensity to the pose. So it's whatever you're feeling today. One more breath here. Exhale, push up onto the hands if you are on the forearms. Bring the feet in together. And we're just going to come over onto our bottoms, feet out in front of us. We're just going to take a seated pigeon series, I guess we can call it, because we're going to add on to this. So first we're going to keep our left foot planted, so we're going to start on the right side. And just lift our butt to put our right ankle on top of left thigh. Our right foot is going to stay flexed. So it's a really nice glute stretch. Breathing slow, find your breath. Maybe closing the eyes and focusing on where this feels good in the body. Not trying to focus on where it feels bad. Don't let that negativity be front and center. That is a lesson that I'm constantly trying to learn and practice every day. So do not let negativity be the front runner. It's so easy. My husband and I talked about it last night. He said it's so easy to think negatively. It's so easy. And I don't know why. Why wouldn't we think positively all the time? It makes us so happy. Oh, humans. All right, from here, we're going to add on to this. So, we're going to let our legs, so keep this pigeon, let our knees fall over to the right and walk ourselves up. So we're kind of following, and now we're facing the right. So you might be facing away from the TV, computer, phone, whatever you're watching this on. Keep your right foot exactly where it is and just stay here. And we're going to keep our left hand, actually keep our right hand grounded down onto your mat, nice and flat. Then inhale our left arm up and over. So we're getting a side body stretch. Relax the hips. Breathing into your left ribs. Bring our arms back down to our sides. And then we're going to come back to center, keeping that connection, foot to thigh. And then we're going to shimmy our left foot across your mat to the opposite side. And then coming up to sit, still keeping that connection. So now we're kind of in a seated, kind of looking like a pretzel with our legs. And if this feels like way too much, just take it back, rock your seat back, using your hands for support. But kind of test your limits. It's okay to test your limits so you know a little bit more about yourself and your body and what it can do today. But we still want to find some peace. If you're super flexible and want to see if you can go a little bit further into this, you can start to stack your right knee over your left. So pulling your right foot towards your left hip and your left foot towards your right hip. So now we're a little bit more stacked. You can hold on to your feet here, sitting up nice and tall. And just relax the legs. Wherever you are, wherever you chose to be at, stay for 3 more rounds of breath. Slowly to come out, we're all going to bring our hands back behind us and unwind the legs. Take it slow. Feet are planted in front of us and send the knees over to the right. Let them be heavy. Take them back through center, over to the left, just like we saw at the beginning of our practice. Notice if our knees are now a little bit closer to the ground than when we first did this movement. Come back to center and we'll do all of that on the other side. Ground into your right foot and lift our hips up so we can put our left foot now on top of our right thigh. Flex into our foot. One side might be a little more tight than the other, so you can always adjust your seat Bringing it back a little bit farther away from your right foot. Staying connected with our breath. Right now, nothing else matters except you on your mat. So kind of think of a little bubble all around you and your mat and your blocks, your strap or towel. That's all that matters right now. All right, from here we're going to drop the knees over to the left. This whole time our ankle is still connected. So now you guys are probably facing me. So with our left hand, keep it grounded on the mat. Inhale our right arm up and over. Might need to walk your left hand a little bit farther out. Just opening our chest up to the sky, breathing into our right ribs. Reach that arm up and over. And exhale, coming back up. And bring the knees back through center. And we're going to walk our right foot across the mat. And then slowly start to sit up. Might need to adjust your ankle a little bit on the right leg. So we're in that little pretzel. Sitting up nice and tall. And if you want to take it further, stacking our knees and bringing both feet to our hips. So start by shimmying our right foot towards left hip. And then pulling and bringing our left foot towards your right hip. So this pose is a little bit of a lot. And so if you're like grunting and it's just really hard for you, but you really want to get into it, it's okay to ease up. You're still learning what your body can do and what it can hold. So maybe ease up a little bit on the bind of your legs. Just sit back and use your hands as support. Try to connect with that peace in your body, the stillness. Take one more breath in through the nose. Let it go. Wherever you chose to be, bring your hands back behind you. Unravel the legs. Nice and slow, plant the feet. Then we're going to send the knees over towards your left. And just let them be heavy. Come up through center, send them back to the right. And plant both feet. Take that butterfly pose we saw at the beginning. Soles of the feet come together. And again, notice if your knees are maybe coming down just a little bit farther. That is progress. That is all because you moved your body and now there's a little bit more room. And it feels great. And I hope it feels great for you too. You can stay here with the hands back behind you for support, or you can clasp the hands, wrap them around your feet, and try to pull yourself forwards slightly. So we're puffing at the chest, shoulder blades in towards one another, shoulders down away from the ears. So we're nice and proud. A little more active butterfly stretch. You can always take it further if you have that mobility in the hips to walk the hands forwards. I can only go so far, but some people are way more flexible and need that little extra. So you can always walk those fingertips high up the mat. Each exhale, think of your knees sinking deeper to the mat. Your tailbone grounding a little bit deeper into the earth. One more breath in and out here. Gently bring the knees in together. And we're going to find our strap or our towel. And if you don't have one or don't want to use one, that's okay. We have our handy dandy hands. All right, go ahead and slowly lower down. Strap is right next to us. Just take a moment. Let your back adjust. With our strap or towel, I'll give the hand option once we get set here. So we're going to start with our left leg. Lift it up into the air and flex your foot. So straighten into our leg, flex the foot, point the toe, flex and point. One more time, flex and point. All right, so flex into the foot. And we're going to bring the strap around the widest part of it. And just pull that strap, straightening our leg. Nice hamstring stretch. And so the hand option, if you don't have a towel or a strap, you can just grab hold behind your thigh. Not right behind the knee, behind your thigh. Flex into our foot. And you'll get the same stretch here. Straighten your right leg down. Breathing slow with control. What is your intention for this pose, this stretch? Go ahead and grab the strap into your left hand. Right arm comes out to the side. Big breath in and exhale, open your leg. And if you have just your hands, you're going to grab your left thigh from the outside, coming around, and open your leg that way. Find what works for you here. One more breath. Let it go here. Bring your leg back up through center. And then we'll just switch it out. Right foot comes to the strap. Left leg long and down. Flex into our foot. If you have your hands, wrap them around your right thigh. And just breathe. It's all you gotta do. It's that simple. Grab the strap into your right hand, left arm out to the side. Open up your leg. through the nose. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, bring your leg back up through center. And release the strap, towel off to the side. Go ahead and hug both knees in. Then open the knees. And then bring them back in. So we're kind of drawing circles now with the knees. Go one direction. And when you're ready, we'll bring the knees the other direction. So kind of out and in. We'll bring the feet down to your mat. And then find your block, or if you have books, if you're using books, you can always put a pillow on top of your books, or even on top of your block too. But we're just going to elevate the hips here. So plant both feet down, lay back down. We're going to lift the hips up so we can slide whatever prop you have right under the hips, so they're just nice and elevated. So a little bit lifted off of the mat. Let them settle on there. And then bring your shoulder blades in together. So that's going to reach our chest up a little bit more. Arms can be at the sides. You can walk the feet as wide as your mat and allow the knees to kind of come in. That brings a little bit of sensations to your low back, so if that feels like too much, just opt out of it, bring the feet back hip width distance and stay there. Start to slow the breath. Make the exhale just a little bit longer than your inhales. Can you relax the jaw? Maybe the lips fall open. Tongue comes off the roof of the mouth. Walk your feet hip width distance if they were out a little bit. Then we're going to come into waterfall. Bring both feet up to the sky. You can keep them nice and bent. Just naturally let them hang in the air. Bring the feet back down. Lift the hips off of your support and bring it over to the side. Slowly lower the hips down to your mat. Arms come to a T. Take a breath in. Bring the knees into your chest. Exhale, send them over to the right. Gaze to your left. Always grab onto your left thigh. If you feel like your legs kind of want to slip down, you can just hold it in place. Slowly bring the knees through center, and we'll take that twist to the other side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist.
Slowly make your way back to center. Give yourself a nice hug. So lifting the head, shoulders off the mat. Trying to bring your forehead towards your knees. Little ball. And release down. Coming into your final resting pose. Bring your legs long. Arms resting at your sides. Take a big, deep breath in through the nose. Make it last. Hold it at the top for a second or two. Exhale, release out the mouth. Feel your body sinking deep into your mat. Feeling all the benefits of the movement that you've just done. And just be here in this space. You're welcome to hit pause now if you'd like to stay a little bit longer if you have the time. We're going to slowly walk the feet in. Roll over to one side. And take your time, push yourself up into an easy seat. You can keep the eyes closed if you'd like. Cross at the ankles or just find a nice, easy, comfortable seat. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders. Big inhale, reach the arms tall. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Bow your head forwards, being grateful for your practice, dedicating this time to yourself. I see you and I see all that you are and all that you can be. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me on this lovely hip opener. And I hope that you tune in for more. So like this video, subscribe to it, put on your notifications so you can always get notified when I post another video, so you can just stay up to date on what's going on. Have a wonderful day. Bye.